You know, more and more, I get more pissed. I do. I get more and more angry every single time. Every single time Trump opens his mouth, I get more and more pissed. Why? Other than Kennedy and his... Other than that, constantly shooting his mouth off about people like me who have autism. Other than that, now Trump is saying, with his recent dig against our country, he's saying, and I quote, yeah, Canada, they sent troops to Afghanistan. Yeah, they did. But they didn't go on the front lines. They stayed back from the front lines. We did it all. Bullshit. Do you want to know why I know that? Because my uncle was on those front lines. He was a supply officer, supplying our troops on the front lines with AK-47 bullets flying over his head, RPGs flying over his head, against the Taliban, against Al-Qaeda. We got involved in a war that wasn't ours to help you ungrateful bastards. Why did we do it? Because we supported our allies. We supported America. Just like on 9/11, when here in this province, in my home province of Newfoundland, just an hour outside of town, just an hour east of here in Gander, we took in how many refugees from America? We opened our hearts, our doors, our fridges, our pantries. Anything they needed, we gave. Because it was the right thing to do. And we went over to Afghanistan. My uncle served two tours over there. Fighting Al-Qaeda, fighting the Taliban. And what did he do on his day off? He went to the local orphanages to see the children. Because that's the kind of man that my uncle was. And still is. Leaving behind his wife, leaving behind my two cousins, his two sons. And the only reason why he didn't go for a third tour is because he punched his clock and he deserved to stay home. He did his time. But he was over there. While you draft-dodging fat coward, wouldn't get off your ass and bought your way out of Vietnam. So it's bad enough that you've been doing all the crazy shit that you've been doing. It's bad enough that Trump has been doing all this crazy shit, that he's been invading Venezuela without congressional permission. Now, and then threatening Greenland, and now threatening us to annex Canada. His ego is so big, it fits. He needs the earth and the moon to fit it. He's so full of shit. And all this shit going on in Minnesota, when is the world going to realize that enough is enough with this guy? How much more? And to all the far-right wingers in this country, in Alberta, the Alberta separatists, and in this province, all the far-right wingers that are kissing up to Trump and loving him and everything else like that, he is shitting on our people. And he's shitting on you too. It doesn't matter if you want to become the 51st state. That's all he wants. He wants us to be the 51st state. He wants to annex our country, and you want to hand it over to him on a silver platter. Why? Because you want to stick it to the libs. Fucking traitors, every single goddamn one of you. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to go the Will Smith route. Trump, keep my country's name out your fucking mouth. And that's on behalf of me, my family, my uncle, who's a hero, and on behalf of my grandparents who are now gone, who worried for their son every single day on the front lines of Afghanistan, who are now in heaven. And Trump, when you said that you don't think you're going to get to heaven, I tell you what, no, you're not. So to the American Congress, to the American Senate, to the American people, the ones who actually got some sense, invoke the amendment and get him out. Throw his ass in jail where he belongs because he's a pedophile, because he's a creep, because he's a criminal. I'm Travis Walsh, and that's my opinion.